And so without further ado, we will look at this little guy right here, which I'm astounded by. Honestly, I want to find the calf pusher of this. It's a Concord model. It's an SW1200, Norfolk and Western. I specifically bought it because I like that name. That name used to run through where I lived. I used to live in Elkhart, Indiana, right next to the Norfolk Southern Yard, where they have the whole interchange between CSX and BNSF. It is fucking crazy, like the sounds I used to hear when I was a child from where I used to live, and there was no sounds of cars or no people where I lived. All you would hear in the middle of the night against an orange little street light was the sound and the squeals of like a couple tons, and then just like an overlapping squeal of brakes through the mist, like the distance. It was so captivating. There's a lot of nights I used to go out there and just sit and listen next to the river. But anyway, this little guy right here, I bought him for $44. All right. I first got it and it ran absolutely like shit. It sputtered. I have to put it up. I only had the DC. Obviously, like I'm not gonna do that, but I run the DC module with all of my DC equipment. Only the DCC with the DCC. I've learned that it doesn't really fucking work. As you can see, the guy in the scrapyard, he's toast. So I had to figure something out with that. I learned a hard lesson. But after I polished it up with this little trick right here, mini tricks, I swear by this. Like, look how yellowed it is. This thing's got to be freaking at least 30 some years old. You know, that's how plastic looks when it's just been fucking there. But I swear by God this. I put it on this rail, okay? Popped it in place, it freaking sits there, and then all you do is you run your little locomotive on top of it, connected to, I would do it on the side. I would never put this on your main track, because all the debris and all that shit that kind of flies off, yeah, forget that. So I did it separately. Now this thing runs like a fucking champ. I told you, I used to have to put it up at half power. This little notch right here, that one's meant for the steam loco because that's the absolute least that it will run, and I did buy that brand new. So let's see. Wow, we're right there. We'll take it up to right there. All right. Yeah, this thing used to sputter and kick and give me so many like right now. There's still something wrong with the contact. I'm not exactly sure, but let me just freaking, there it is. All right, and we are only sitting at, no, I'd say about 1/7, 1/8 the throttle. So, awesome for that. Very, very happy with this engine. That is the second engine I've ever purchased since being an adult and getting back into all this stuff.